Bruno Mars is just a fascinating artist, and he's been making quite the splash lately with his unexpected collaborations. Incredible songs. He's one of those artists that seems like he completely goes away for years at a time, but then when he resurfaces, you're like, oh, that's what you were doing. I love it. I first really got into Bruno Mars with Silk Sonic and then went backward and was just like, oh, incredible, incredible stuff. I have Multitracks for 24K Magic, and we're going to go through and do a full analysis on his voice and listen to all the little details that we don't necessarily get to hear in the same way with the studio mix. Really excited to go through these with you. Instrumentation, so simple, yet so effective, so groovy. Just build the instruments. So fun. I think I've seen videos of him just jamming out on that bass line, just playing it on a keyboard and having fun with it. So cool. One of a kind multi-instrumentalist and vocalist and writer. He's such a perfectionist. The risers there, that's cool. Ah. Let's check out some of the Talkbox work before we're going to the full-out vocals. That's fun to hear without all the other stuff. Right? In the midst of everything else, you don't get quite that definition. Cool. That one has a lisp. So fun. Some ad-libs. Let's see what this one is. Oh, yeah. I've always loved the compositional aspects of Bruno, and like I said, I really got introduced to this in the Silk Sonic era. But he's such a master of creating chord transitions and using complex chords and rhythms that end up sounding perfectly simple and suitable for the song, even though they're really complex. That takes a lot of talent and studying and discipline. Okay, we've got 2 lead vocal tracks here. We have the main one, and then we have clean. This is just missing a few words. We're going to go with the unadulterated, unedited one.
Tonight, I just wanna take you away.
So it does start here with some lead vocal Talkbox.
To be the sky. Let's set this party off right.
And then
Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon.
now here, listen to how I'm pretty sure it's him doing the Talkbox. Listen to how he's moving his mouth. You can yeah, like the Talkbox will respond to those sorts of things, and you hear him doing that while he sings too. I think it's important to understand how much tonal variation and placement freedom Bruno exercises in his singing. You'll hear that here.
Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon.
Even right there.
To the moon.
Moon, He's releasing all the time. This is not moon. Although there is that intensity, the fact that he can be so free and have this like relaxed intensity is because he continually releases out of notes.
To the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do?
Headphone bleed. Or even just maybe he's not recording with headphones. Maybe they have the speakers out of phase.
Girls, what y'all trying to do?
It's pretty cool.
24 karat magic in the air.
Can you hear him stomping his foot there?
In the air.
That's pretty cool. And then listen to the difference in his placement between this
Moon.
And then we have
24 karat.
intentionally brightening 24 karat. Then there's other things going on, right? Like there's this double.
24 karat magic in the air. 24 karat magic in the air.
But he's become a different character here for this line, for this hook. It's really important to notice that kind of stuff if you're a singer or a producer.
24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so player.
Love all the background vocals here. Let's mute the leads and just listen to the sequence with just the background vocals.
What y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so player.
Yeah.
24 karat magic in the air.
And that might be drum bleed too there.
Look out!
Let's talk a little bit about his grit.
Look out!
Because he's got a long disposition. It's not, look out, although he is doing some of that here.
24 karat.
24 karat, 24 karat. And then he goes to this, So Bruno tends to sing a little bit further back than a lot of pop artists. And this gives him that darker, warmer, and raspier tone because of the way he places his compression. Some of this is just natural, like just the way he sounds without trying. But some of it is placement. And when we listen to this,
Look out!
I can say that. I love that we're dealing with a lot of spoken word here because we can approach the placement without being pressured to hit certain notes.
Look out!
I can say this in a lot of different ways. Look out! Look out! Look out! And then notice that release too.
Look out!
But let's mold this sound by placing it in different places.
Look out!
Look out! Look out! Look out! Look out! Look out! Look out! Look out! Look out! You see what I'm doing? I'm shaping the sound by smiling, by raising and lowering my larynx, and by allowing myself to compress the signal that's coming from my vocal cords. If I just say, look out, look out, look out, versus holding back just a little bit of air, lowering my larynx a little bit, creating a longer sound. Look out! Look out! Look out! Yeah, I don't sound like Bruno, but my point is I am creating opportunities for the sound to resonate differently coming out of me by how I'm shaping things. And I can approach what he's doing by choosing to be a little bit longer, a little bit more open, placing the sound back a little bit instead of, look out, look out. It's not, look out, look out. It's a bit more like that. Oh, a bit more yawn to the sound. And then add a little bit of the grit. Look out, look out, look out, look out.
Pop, pop, it's showtime, showtime. Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know? Go on, tell them. Oh, they don't know? Go on, tell them. I bet they know as soon as we walk in.
I love that part right here.
Oh, they don't know? Go on, tell them. Oh, they don't know? Go on.
They don't know, they don't know, they don't know. He's getting a little bit of that compression at the top end. Not, they don't know, but they don't know. If you'd like more tools for playing with your own voice in a freeing and non-judgmental way, based on the inspirations you gather from singers like Bruno, click the link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free course. Learning to sing is not about trying to hit the notes. Learning to sing is about connecting what you feel to what you say in musical ways.
Oh, they don't know? Go on, tell them. Oh, they don't know? Go on, tell them. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. I'm wearing Cuban links, designer mix, Inglewood's finest shoes.
Inglewood's finest shoes. Yeah. See, brightens up just a little bit there.
Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Inglewood's finest shoes. Inglewood's finest shoes. Don't
throws it back even more.
Inglewood's finest shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Woo, shit.
Now, another thing to think about here is there's a lot of spoken things going on, but he's got that note happening the whole time. He plays with pitch by abandoning out of pitch constantly. So there's this narrative rap thing going on, but there's absolutely a pitch and a tone to his voice that's very deliberate here.
Cuban links, designer mix, Inglewood's finest shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Woo, shit.
It's pretty much one note.
I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up.
I love that. Listen to how this goes against the music.
I'm a dangerous man with some
man is clearly a targeted note, although it doesn't sound like it's a note when it's by itself.
I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up.
Such a good ear.
I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up.
I love how he heats that up.
Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Play.
Keep up. Keep up.
Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on. Put your picky.
Now there. Listen to the come on. Come on.
Players only. Come on. Put your
come on. That's a mix. And I love in this song that he plays with his mixed voice. He sort of throws into his mixed voice quite a bit. This is not, come on, come on, You hear him do that later on in the song like crazy. It's really cool to hear it in this type of environment, though, because we hear the difference in his qualities between his chest, his raspy upper chest, and his thinner mix. We hear that coming out of him.
Players only. Come on, put your
come on. And he grounds right back into that warmth.
Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon.
Is that nice release again?
Girls, what?
Girls.
Girls, what y'all trying to do?
Yeah.
24 karat magic in the air.
Again, he's not just brightening because he's singing, right? It's not like he has his speaking voice and then he has his singing voice. He's going for a certain blend that's happening with all of these wonderful sounds and creating a slightly different character and a slightly different disposition.
24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so player.
I love the da-da parts. Da-da.
Second verse for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach. I cannot preach. I got
These background vocalists being so imprecise and so gangy, there's not a need to be, like, it's actually better that they're just sort of loose and slightly off, and also very diversified in their tonalities. It really helps Bruno stand out in the arrangement.
verse for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly ass.
And there's Bruno in there too.
Second verse for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I can't.
And if there is multiple Brunos in there, it's Bruno being intentional about being different characters, saying those words in different registers, different ranges, with different levels of intensity so that it comes across as gangy.
Second verse for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach. I cannot preach. I gotta show them how a pimp get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it.
Oh, I love the ooh. So
Money ain't shit. Ooh, we too.
there's a sung aspect of that again. So if we get out of solo here,
Money ain't shit. Ooh, we too.
but then there's also this non-sung aspect to it, which makes it so cool.
Money like money ain't shit. Ooh. Got to blame it on Jesus. They ain't ready for me.
There's a nice mixed voice.
They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up.
How he heats up his voice is so amazing.
Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on. Put your pinky rings up to the moon. What y'all trying to do?
Ooh.
What y'all trying to do?
That's some attitude right there that takes very little skill to do, to try to put in your own voice if you're not afraid of sounding dumb, which I'm certainly not, as you've probably been able to tell if you've watched any of my other videos. And the importance of being able to, like, take something like this and
What y'all trying to do?
and just try it and see what happens with your voice, see what kinds of things open up. You know, if I put the claps in or something.
What y'all trying to do?
What you're trying to do? Making the sound. What you're trying to do? Claps. What you're trying to do? What's happening? What you're trying to do? What you're trying to do? Like, how are you grooving with the rhythm bed that's behind you? How are you shaping the sound? How are you abandoning into the art of what you're hearing? These are all things that make Bruno an amazing singer and an amazing performer. It's not that he hits notes really well. He does hit notes really well, but it's these kinds of attitudes that he's comfortable enough in his own skin to project. You will go a long way with your singing if you start to develop attitudes with your voice. That's why this song is so awesome to imitate, rather than just trying to hit notes. There's not a lot of notes in this song. There's a lot of attitudes.
What y'all trying to do?
Yeah.
24 karat magic in the air.
That's another thing I love about his voice.
Look out!
He's always coming back down. Even when he throws his voice out, then look out! Look out! Look out! It's not that high of a voice. He has a lighter voice sometimes, but he puts a lot of weight behind it and then is able to lighten up and then ground it.
Woo! Everywhere I go, they be like,
That's another thing. Like, would you really think to make noises like that? Michael Jackson did this stuff too, right? These unorthodox sounds that are worked into his delivery, his vocal delivery.
everywhere I go, they be like, everywhere.
So there's the one I was talking about from earlier. Listen to how he just abandons up into this thinner, I mean, it's what you hear me do all the time on the channel. chest, bright, Take the chest voice weight up into head voice by using twang, cry, more importantly, placing things kind of back and nasal. And then he darkens it back up. You want some cool exercises for freeing your voice? There's some right there.
Everywhere I go, they be like, nah. Nah, watch me break it down like,
That was cool. Listen.
Break it down like,
Yeah.
what's that sound? Come on now. 24 karat magic. Don't fight the feeling, invite the feeling.
So do you hear in the midst of the background vocals the slightly different posture there?
24 karat.
24 karat. He's like holding back his voice. It's not 24 karat. Earlier, when we heard him singing, 24 karat magic in the air, very bright. And here it's like darker.
24 karat.
24 karat, 24 karat. A completely different character. Yeah, there's other voices in there too, but Bruno is assuming a completely different posture, singing those same notes.
24 karat magic. Don't fight the feeling, invite the feeling. Just put your pinky rings up to the moon.
Yeah.
Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air.
Back to hook, Bruno.
Put your pinky rings up to the moon.
Let's get the background vocals in there. Head to toe, so player.
Head to toe, so player.
It's very breathy, that approach. That character is so cool. Listening to that again.
Head to toe, so player.
It's not head to toe, so player. Head to toe, so player.
Head to toe, so player.
Player. There's a slow vibrato and a slow attack and a breathiness. Head to toe, so player.
Head to toe, so player.
So.
Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Look out!
Hope you enjoyed this listening session and analysis. Be sure to check out the many other videos I've done on Bruno Mars in this playlist here. And again, if you'd like help working with your own voice in a freeing and non-judgmental way, click that link below and join my free singing course. We'll see you for more.